All right, guys, here is my 2,000 points exactly of Imperial. I'm sorry, it's not Imperial Guard anymore. It's Astra Militarum, and I'm playing the Catachan Regiment. It is one battalion and one super heavy auxiliary with the Shadow Sword. So the Shadow Sword, we'll just start with there since I'm on it. The Shadow Sword will have the Volcano Lance Cannon, and I'm missing my sponsors. It's been so long since I played it. I don't know what I did with my sponsors. But it'll have two sponsors on there, heavy bolters and twin las cannons. Twin heavy bolters, twin las cannons. We'll go over to my tank commander, which is going to have three heavy bolters. Two sponsors are going to be heavy bolters, and the hull is going to be heavy bolters with a Punisher on top. As a turret, we will have the Manicore. I will spend 1 CP for Tank Ace, and I'll give him fully payload. So his damage is going to be just a solid 3. Move over to my fast attacks, which is going to be Sentinels. They're actually armored Sentinels, and they're going to have auto cannons, 2 heavy weapons teams, 1 with mortars, 1 with heavy bolters, a unit of Ratlings, which I just got done painting up, and I've been sitting on them for, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, so just wanted to use them. I don't know how well they're going to do in this matchup, but we'll see. Into my HQ slots, actually I have 2 elite slots, because Sly Marable now is an elite, and Sergeant Harker is an elite. But we'll have Strachan. We'll have a Lord Commissar. Now, I do have the Severina rank model, but I'm playing as Lord Commissar. And we have the Assassin, the Colexis, a unit of Bulgren with shields and mauls. Bulgren mauls, I believe they're called. And then we'll have 6 units of Guardsmen, with Voxcasters, and 2 units. Actually, all of my sergeants, even though they're modeled with it, will have power chain swords. Man, couldn't start this not talking today. So that will be it. 2,000 points on the nose. I believe it's 9 CP, 8 CP. I'll have to double check that. But all right, so we will now head over to Tyranids. All right, guys, we're going to go over Tyranids, and welcoming back again, Michael, coming back with the different Tyranid list than I think last time he played a
Guard.
There
was no Tyranids last time.
That's right.
GSC and Guard.
All right, we'll let him go over his list.
Yes, this is kind of a less crazy competitive version of the Crusher Stampede, and I am playing High Fleet Leviathan, the way they're painted. So I've got a bunch of big bugs. So we've got 2 of the acid fexes, which are Tyrannifexes with the acid spray cannon. We've got, for our troops, 3 squads of Tyranid warriors with scything talons and death spitters.
1 here, right?
1 there, and then 1 over there on the far side. And then I've got 3 Carnifexes with heavy venom cannons and death spitters, and the spore cysts on their back for the innate -1 to hit. Then we've got a squad of Hive Guard. Gotta take advantage of them while the old rules are still there. Just because I had them painted, haven't used them in a while, I have a squad of Venom Thropes.
I like it.
They give a -1 to hit aura, within like 6 inches of them, so a little extra defensive buff. Then I've got an Exocrine, just some solid shooting. We've got a walking Hive Tyrant with a Venom Cannon and the Rending Claws, because that's the way that he is modeled. And then the Swarm Lord. Can't leave home without him.
Which one's your Warlord?
It's going to be the walking Hive Tyrant. And I spent a CP to give him 2 traits. So he is going to have the Redeploy trait, and then he's also going to give essentially Chapter Master rerolls. During my command phase. He also has my free relic, which is going to be the one that farms CP.
Okay.
As far as psychic powers, the Warlord is going to have Catalyst and Onslaught, and then I figure on Swarmlord I would try out the new psychic powers for the Crusher Stampede. So he's got the one that gives him extra attacks, and the one that allows him to reroll his hit rolls.
Awesome.
So yeah.
All right, guys, we will be back at the beginning of the game. Okay, this is our first of the Tempest of War, of Tempest of War games. We have all the cards. We deployed, we drew deployment, we did all that, but we're going to kind of go over everything real quick. So these are the cards we draw on at first. You have a primary mission card, you have a rules card, you have a deployment card. So this was our deployment. Basically, it was a Spearhead Assault. So we did make that deployment. What we're playing is the Direct Assault, which is Control 1, Control 2, and Control More. You get 4 points, and then you get 2 points for satisfying every battle round. Let's see, score 2 victory points if you satisfy one of the following conditions, and 3 victory points if you satisfy both of them, which is to take control of one objective marker when you have something on it, and you kill something, and then you take control of it. You get 3. Easy for me to talk again today for whatever reason. And then Pale of Dread, which is basically we do not get to use the stratagem to automatically pass morale, which is not good for a guard. So here we'll go over the deployments. First, let's go over the map. So here's our deployments. Here's our map and our deployment zones. In the Tempest of War cards, we place our own deployments. So Michael went first, and he placed this deployment. This objective marker here. I placed this one. Then Michael placed this. I placed this, and then Michael placed that one. It is in the rules. It said the youngest player, and he's younger, so we followed the rules. We would go over the battlefield terrain. So essentially, you've seen some of this stuff in my last 2 battle reports. You have everything is going to be obscuring with light cover, and we'll always play these with light cover in the pillars. And you can see through these; they're not obscuring. But if you're behind the ruins, then you get cover, or it's obscuring. Again, obscuring. This was just to mark the middle of the board, so we'll take that out. Actually, we'll leave that in there because there are some missions or some secondaries that you have to be within 6 inches of the center. So I will go over my and so we cover obscuring all the mountains, and it's just cover here, light cover here, and touching everything is light cover. So yeah, now we'll go over my deployment zone. So it's basically simple. Put the Shadow Sword down. Put my guards all around here. I have 3 unit of guardsmen. Maybe just swing over, take this objective, or if he gets turn 1, to try to just protect from any kind of early advance if he needed to get into my Shadow Sword. Packed everybody inside of here. Oh, I do have, I forgot to go with my Warlord trait. So the Lord Commissar is going to have Old Grudges. So I'm going to pick a unit on his side, and then we're going to be able to reroll wounds against it. And I also have Corvus Aquila, which is every time he spends a command point, I get to try to roll 6 and get 1 back. So I just packed a lot of things inside there just to kind of see where I want to go from this point. Deployed my Sentinels down there. Again, behind cover, trying to avoid some of the shooting that he might have. We'll see what happens on going here. I actually was going to deploy him on the objective, but part of the mission rule set is if he killed me off of the objective, he gets 2 points. So I pulled my guys back and just kind of packed everything over here. Put Harker next to the Manticore because I can reroll 1s with him. And that's it for my turn, or my side. Let's go over to Michael's and see kind of what he's got going on.
Well, I think a lot of this game is going to hinge on how long that Shadow Sword stays in the battlefield. So we are positioned to try to put as much hurt on it as possible. The Hive Guard are currently out of range, but I do have a redeploy stratagem for 2 units, so they could potentially move if that's the case. And we've got some -1 bubble here, because the -1 actually really does hurt the guard.
Because these guys here, right?
Yeah, and then the Carnifexes natively have it. So we'll try to make use of that as much as we can.
Yeah, getting 5s instead of...
Probably not going to be charging a lot. Because for a Crusher Stampede, I know it's weird, but I'm mostly a shooting list.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we're going to try to outshoot the guard. We'll see how it goes.
All right, and this guy is up on the objective.
He is on the objective, and the reason I put him there, despite the fact that the mission, is because he doesn't want to move. Because if they don't move, they fire twice with all their guns. So it's a pretty big advantage. And then, yeah. All
right.
I think first turn's going to be a big one for this one.
Yeah, I think it is too. So let's see. I do want first turn, actually. So
yeah. Oh,
All right.
this is gonna.
I will get first turn, and we already drew our second our cards. So with Tempest of War, if you haven't watched any battle reports yet, so you draw 3 cards in your command phase. I already drew my 3. So the first one I have is going to be secure no man's land. So I basically have to go up and secure some objectives. So if I do, and each one of these are worth 5 points unless specified. So yeah, so I got to secure some objectives. I have to bring down his most expensive model. And which one is your most expensive model?
Individual model?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the Swarmlord.
He's your most expensive? Yeah. Or highest wound count. I'm sorry. Highest wound count.
It's going to be one of these two.
Okay, so you get to pick one. Yeah, you have to pick one. My card says, in order for me to score, bring it down, I have to kill the highest wound model.
Pick this one.
All right. And then aerial denial, which is basically getting 2 troops into the center of the board, and I get 5 points there, so I'll keep that one. So for 1 command point, guys, I started with 8 command points. For 1 command point, we can actually discard one of these, and at the end of our turn, we can discard one of them. So I'm going to probably discard. What do I want to do here? Yeah, how many wounds does that thing have?
14.
14 wounds.
And they're all the monsters are -1 damage, and everything in the army has a 5 up in goal.
So trying hard to kill that one, or let's see if I
have a redeploy to do.
Okay, so Michael's got a redeploy, and while he's doing that, I did decide to spend 1 CP and get rid of Bring It Down, so that is now discarded. And I got Blood and Guts, which is essentially just killing stuff in melee. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing that into round 1, so that might be the one I discard at the end of the round. So Michael's going to do his redeploy, and then we will be back with my turn. All right, guys, so actually, Aerial Denial, if I drew it on for the first battle round, it tells me to put it back in the deck. So I'm doing that, putting it back in the deck. I'll shuffle that up. And then I drew Overwhelming Firepower, which just tells me I have to kill 3 units. 3 units. If I kill a unit in one phase, I got to just put a tally, and I got to kill in Strike Force 3 units to get that in range attack. So Blood and Guts is melee, and Overwhelming Firepower is range attack. So let's see. Michael did do some redeploy, so let's see what you got going on now.
I moved the Hive Guard from over here to over here so that they're in range of the Shadow Sword and obscured. And then I moved the defensive -1 bubble along with him.
Okay, excellent. All right, so now I'm going to move, and then now we'll be back. All right, guys, so we had a couple of things that I had to straighten up. I haven't played Guard in a while, so you had to bear with me here. So we changed the Warlord traits. She does not have old grudges. We had to change it to Tank Ace on this, who then assigned that to the Manticore. So the Manticore will still get full payload. And then I spent a CP to give him a strat so he can be a regiment, be Catachan under the Catachan regiment, so he can benefit from rerolls from Sergeant Harker that rerolls 1s to hit. So then what I end up with Strachan can give me 2 orders. And what I did is I'm going to move these guys here. And I'm going to first rank, second rank, which is, I believe it's double shoot on that with those guys there. So I'm going to do my advance right here real quick, because it's got to be part of the advance. And they're going to move another 10 inches. Oh, I also spent the CP taking me down to the 6, making all these guys 1 unit. So now it's a 20-man unit of Catachan soldiers. And let me move these guys real quick. All right, so now we will go to the shooting phase. So let's start with...
you probably want to skip this phase.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not do this. So I think I'm going to... the guys here, each one of them give the -1. So I have to wipe that whole squad.
So for the infantry, it's the whole squad. For the monsters, it has to be 3 of them.
Okay, so in order for monsters to get the -1 to hit, 3 of those have to be living, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to shoot the Manticore.
Okay.
It's going to start here. Shoot the Manticore. Oh, orders. He also gave himself the rerolls of 1s. Guys, I don't remember what right off the top of my head. I don't remember what they are. So
shoot good.
yeah, exactly. So he's going to fire at those guys here.
The Venomthropes.
The Venomthropes.
They do get their own buffs.
All right, so 2d6. Rerolling one of these for being Catachan.
I'm not sure if I would roll.
I'm not going to reroll. So 10 shots.
You got 5s, unless you're BS4, right?
Yeah, yes. What do we got? 6, 10. Hitting on 5s. No rerolls. So just 3.
Still be sufficient.
And then strength 10 to
2s.
So we have 3 at -2.
They have a 5 of pinball, so and that will kill 2 of them.
All right.
It's a flat 3, right?
Flat 3.
Okay.
Changes a little bit what I'm going to do here. We will. I'm going to go with this autocannon into that same. So the guys, once these guys are deployed, they operate separately. So I'm going to go with the autocannon from this Sentinel into that other one.
Sure.
All right, so 2 shots hitting on 5s, right?
Yep.
Nothing. They are not within 6 inches of Harker. So I'm going to have my other one here also go into that same guy. So just 1.
T4.
T4, so 3s. That's not good. All right, so they miss. Let's see if I have 1 heavy bolter that can see.
From who?
From right here into that guy.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to have 1 guy shoot from my heavy bolters here into that guy. These 2 are going to go into, I think they're going to go into your warrior. These guys get -1 as well, right?
The Carnifexes are natively -1 just from their data sheet.
Oh, just on them.
Well, yeah, just on them. That's an upgrade I paid for. So they're, regardless of where this guy is, these Carnifexes will get -1.
Okay, so we got just on them, no one else.
Just on them, yep.
All right, I think I'm going to take the other 2 heavy bolters just because I don't have anything else to shoot at into these warriors.
Okay.
All right, so we'll have the first guy going into that. This guy in the top going into that. So it's hitting on 5s. Oh, that's nice. They all hit.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wounding strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s. Well, that's not good.
Just
1.
And what's the
wait,
minus?
Wait. I might re-roll this.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll it. So that's gonna take me down to 5.
This is for the CP.
Okay.
Get the CP.
All right.
This is the 5-up save.
All right. And I saved it. All right. So that's
So I'm up to 9.
Takes me down to 5. Takes you up to 9. And then the other 2 guys going into the warriors.
Yep. I think they are now out of range of the buff. Yeah, they are. So you're on 4s.
All right. So I am by Harker. So re-roll those. And then strength 5, toughness 4.
T4. Yep.
So just 1. -2.
This will be at my base 4 because I'm in cover, so +1, but -1. 2 damage. So 1 guy has a wound left on him.
All right. 36-inch range from Harker. And he does have it, so I'm going to have Harker shoot his into that thing as well.
Okay.
And I believe he has 3 shots as heavy bolter, but I think it's -2 on this one. Actually, this is still the old one, so he gets no core.
What's his BS?
Rerolls 1 for Catachan.
But what's his ballistic skill? Is it 2 or 3? Because a 3 would miss if it's a 3.
It's 2.
Okay.
All right, so I have 1 hit. He hits on 3s, not 2s. So the other 2 missed. And wounds.
Okay. 5 up invuln. That guy is what died.
Nice. That was -2 for the rest of it. -2. It's 1 damage. So just when we get back to that one, so I remember. All right. Let's see what else. Where's the Gene stairs?
There's guard.
So we're gonna shoot my mortars at this guy as well.
Venom throw who won't die.
The guy who won't die, exactly. So D6 shots. Oh my goodness gracious!
Was it bad?
3 ones, dude.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. Hitting on 4, wounding on 4s.
5s to hit.
No, yeah. You're right. So that was a waste.
He lives.
He lives. We're gonna have these guardsmen here shoot into them as well, and I'm not in rapid fire, so it's just 6 shots, and it's gonna be hitting on 5s, 2, and they're not in any reroll range, and then 4s, or actually 5s.
5s, yeah.
Nothing. All right, so this is pretty good shooting so far.
Just like dangling his tentacles.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna have this guy here is gonna shoot into those warriors, and he's got heavy 2, hitting on 5s.
4s. No, they're not. They're not -1.
Oh, they're not -1. Okay, so 1, and then
3s. The minus is 1.
-1.
So
Yep.
it's a 5 up either way. And 2 damage.
Yeah.
He's got 1 left. One of them got 1 left.
So we're gonna have 40 shots from these guys. Well, actually 18, because the sergeant has a pistol, and he is right here. So I guess he will be in range. So we're gonna have what's that? 20 shots.
Normal squad minus the sergeant is 18 shots because the pistol will be out of range.
Right. And
no, actually the pistol.
All right, guys. So we got 38. Okay, so we have 38 shots of the guardsmen going into the warriors, and I have 24 dice here. So the first 24 hitting on 5s, right?
No, they're not -1.
Hitting on 4s.
You can hit on 5s if you like. You'll wound on 5s.
Exactly. All right, so we have that was 24, right?
That's a pretty solid roll.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Just need one more.
Yeah, because I had 24. I needed
14 more.
14 more. So I had 11, 12, 13, 14. Hitting on 4s.
They kind of balance back out.
Yeah, it did. And then wounding on 5s.
That was solid.
Yeah, so we have those are all misses. So we have, what's that, 6 of them?
Looks that way.
6 at no minus.
So that's going to be my 4-up save. That was about average. Exact average.
Kill again?
Yeah, it'll kill a guy, and then I'll just move that wound counter, basically.
Okay.
So another guy will have 1 left.
So that was these guys shooting into those warriors there.
Oh, you want to come? Here, I left the dog in.
Yeah. All right, so that was these guys shooting into those warriors. I'm going to have, he shot already into that, correct? We're going to have the Punisher. He's going to do his 40 shots into this guy here. Plus his heavy bolters are going to go into that guy as well. Okay. So we'll do the heavy bolters first. So it's going to be 3 heavy bolter shots, or 3 heavy bolters at 3 shots each.
Oh, yeah, 3. Oh, the sponsons and the pistol.
Yeah, exactly. And he's hitting on 3s because he's the tank commander.
Yep.
And you don't have the -1 to hit anymore on that, right? Nope. And he is re-rolling 1s for Harker. That was pretty good. And then wounding on 5s.
Yep.
Wounding on 5s because I'm sure he's more than 5. So we have 4 at -1.
All right, so that'll be 4 up. So he takes 1, and because of the Crusher Stampede, he's -1 damage. So he just takes 1. Yeah, just takes 1 damage.
So 2. Please.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Punisher shots going into them as well. I'm gonna roll this twice because of grinding advance. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s for Harker.
For those of you wondering, I'm holding the camera. Dave has not grown a third arm.
Exactly.
He's not yet been introduced into the ranks of the Gene Stealer cult.
All right. And then 5 to 7, I'm sure. So I'm hitting on 5s.
Wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s, I mean. So far we have 7 of them.
Nice.
And I'll roll this all again.
So here, I'll count. Put a counter up.
6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 20. Same thing, hitting on 3s, rerolling the 1s for Harker. Because we don't have core or anything yet in guard.
Sometimes there's benefits.
Exactly.
Not getting a book in like 5 years.
Exactly. 5 again. That one whiffed. 1.
Oh man.
1. So that was 8 of them at no minus.
Okay, this will be 3s. Wow.
Saved them all.
Wow.
Okay. That was good. All right, guys. So that's going to leave me down to my...
I think just the Shadow Sword.
Down the Shadow Sword. I was waiting...
You probably skip him.
Yeah, just waiting to see what's going on. So we will put the... I just want to kill that other guy, man.
All of his guns into the one guy.
Yeah, no. We'll put 1 sponge.
Okay.
1 sponge, which is 2 twin las and 2... You know what? We'll put the We'll put the Hall heavy bolters into that. Everything else will go into this thing.
The sponsons are a las cannon each, right?
They're twin las and they're twin heavy bolters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're twin las?
No. So it's 1 las, twin heavy bolters on both sponsons, volcano cannon. I'm gonna do the Hull, which is the twin heavy bolters into that last guy. Maybe we can kill him. We'll see. So we're gonna start there first. So that's gonna be six shots hitting on 3s, 4s.
It's my
-1, yeah, -1. So
your should be BS 4 on that.
yeah, that's on. Is it 5?
Yeah,
I'm
-1.
Yeah. Okay. So 5s, and I just hit twice.
That's average.
Yeah, and then
T4
4s or 3s. So this one.
5 of Invuln. Oh,
Guy's just staying alive, man.
I think the Hive Mind loves to name him now.
Exactly. All right, so 2 twin las. 2 Volkite are the
big gun.
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called. The Volcano Lance into this guy. 2d6.
2D. Oh, I think it's 3d3 shots.
3d3 shots?
I thought that's what you said.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll double check because I don't usually play this variant.
3d3 shots. So I'm gonna Catachan re-roll this one.
Why not do the 6, Dave?
Exactly. So we got 3, and 2, hitting on 5. Hitting on.
He'll be 4s. He doesn't get the minus because
I killed the other 2. Okay. So hitting on 4s. That's pretty good.
Oh shit! I meant to spend this before. I'm gonna do my transhuman.
Okay. And then wounding on 4s. Save 2 of them. So you got 2 at -5.
5 up Invuln.
See what happens.
Gotta roll 5s, otherwise I probably die. Oh, 4d6 minus 2.
Is it 2d6?
But they both went through.
Yeah, I only got 2, right? 2 hits.
I thought you said the gun is 2d6 damage.
I did say that.
So 2 times 2d6 is 4d6.
Yeah. All right, so we go 4d6.
-2 is my...
-2. I just need this to be high, dude. That's all I want.
That is going to be... So we got 10... 14. He's just barely alive.
Okay, so he's got...
He's got 14, but -2 because of my Crusher Stampede.
Yep.
So I'm at 2 wounds.
2 wounds. All right. And now here's my heavy bolters going into him.
Oh, no.
I still got more guns, man. Although, you've been saving like crazy, so...
I'd be disappointed if the Shadow Sword doesn't kill him, to be honest.
Yeah, so would I. Because otherwise, you're gonna do some serious work to me next round, so I got to get something off the board. Hitting on force. Rerolling these ones for Harker. And then
Fives.
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
He needs to be demoted.
two last cannons yet, so
I shouldn't speak.
This one. Force.
No, it'd be 3s, but you failed.
No, because you have transhuman.
Oh, that's right, duh.
Yeah, I failed it anyway. And did I use a CP yet?
In the shooting
phase? I don't think I did.
I don't believe so.
Well, if I did, you guys let me know.
Yeah, leave us angry comments on the internet.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
still 2. Taking me down to 4.
I think maybe that guy's been drinking on the job.
Oh man. So I think that's gonna be the end of my turn. Well,
could have gone better for you, Dave.
Yeah, it could have. Let me see the range. I think his range is 36 inches on his bolter. All right, guys. So that was could have been better, and it didn't go as well as I liked it to. Although we knocked him down to 2, so I think he's going to be degraded. We did stop the warrior. We did stop the big monsters from getting the -1 to hit, so that's going to help me in the long run. And so I did not score overwhelming adversity because I didn't kill 3, so I'll hold on to that. And I am going to discard blood and guts, so that's going to be discarded. And I did, however, control 2 objective markers in my deployment zone, or in no man's land, which is this one here and this one here. So I'll score 5 points. That doesn't have to be, that can be scored in the first round. So I get 5 points for that, and then we will be back in the end of Michael's movement phase. All right, guys, we come back, and Michael, what card did you get?
Oh, do I draw? I already drew mine. Okay. So I've got Blood and Guts, which probably isn't going to happen. I really only have 1 melee threat, and that's the Swarm Lord. I'm not sure if he's good for killing whatever 3 units.
Exactly.
Deploy Teleport Homer is going to be tough. It's I actually don't have any Deep Strike in this army. So getting an infantry unit into Dave's deployment zone is basically not going to happen.
Right.
And then Raise the Banner is possible.
So what is Raise the Banner? Is it normal, Raise the Banner?
It has to be an infantry or OBSEC unit, and it has to be one of the ones in no man's land. Right. So this turn is not going to be possible, but potentially down the road.
So it basically, essentially, just put a banner up, you get 5 points for it?
Yeah. And I think...
And you got to hold it?
I think I'm going to spend one... No, it's just end of the turn.
That's what I mean. That's...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to discard 1 and draw another one, just because... 2 I have are real bad. Area Denial, so that's not going to happen.
Well, actually, you put that one back in.
Oh, really?
That one says it's shuffle. Yeah, shuffle it back in because you can't do that in the first turn.
Secure no man's land. So, if you have 1 unit remaining in your army, okay. 2 or more objectives in no man's land. That's not going to happen this turn either. So,
all right.
Well, we'll see.
Well, a little banner. You can put banners up there, or does that have to be done?
It has to be. Oh, that technically is no man's land, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll do it here then.
Yeah.
Banner there.
All right. So your movement phase.
Yeah, we kind of just shuffled up. Like I said, unlike a lot of Crusher Stampedes, I'm actually a shooty list. So we don't want to move a ton to get closer to Dave. Mm-hmm. Because we already have what we need in range. We got the Hive Guard in range of the Shadow Sword. I shuffled him up to have line of sight, also in range of the Shadow Sword. All 3 of the Carnifexes are. These guys, the Flamers, have plenty of targets within their 18-inch range. And we didn't move them because I want to double fire. And then this guy poked out, so that next turn he will be able to get the rerolls.
Okay.
And then he also should have line of sight on that.
On the Punisher. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and then I have a couple command phase abilities of giving buffs. So all the warrior squads can give out a +1 to hit.
All right.
So they will be +1 to hit, so they'll hit on 2s. He'll be +1 to hit, so he'll hit on 2s. And I will give +1 to hit to this card effect.
Okay.
From these guys here.
All right.
So, yeah. First, though, I do have some Psychic.
All right, let's do it. So 18 inches to -2.
Are you...
That's from right here.
I think... so he's going to be in.
Yeah, but I'll give you the range for you. So
but he is out.
Yeah, he's out, and I don't know what you have over here, but...
There's no Psychic over there.
Okay.
So we'll start over here. We're going to start with Catalyst.
All right.
Which goes off on a 6. That goes off. And I will give that to this guy here, so he has a 5-up, feel no pain.
All right.
Then we are going to cast... we'll do Onslaught. That goes off, so the Swarmlord can advance and charge now.
That goes off on the 6?
Yes.
Just saying it for whoever's watching.
And then we're going to try over here. So we're going to do the new power, that one that gives me reroll.
Wait, what was that one from? The Swarmlord as well?
No, so those last two are from him.
Okay, that's okay.
These next two are coming from here.
I got you.
So these are the new Crusher Stampede ones. I might have to look up their cast values, to be honest. So we're gonna do the hit one that will probably pass. Let's see here. These are new powers for this specific Army of Renown.
All right.
So the one that lets him reroll the hits went off. The next one is also on a 6, so I'll only show an 8. And this is extra attacks for him. And that will go off as well.
On fire.
Cool. All right. That is it for Psychic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to shooting. And we will start with the Hive Guard. I'm going to spend 1 to give them exploding 6s.
Okay.
So that's going to be 12 shots.
Into Beyblade?
No, into the Shadow Sword.
Shadow Sword. All right, so that's these guys.
Yep.
Into the Shadow Sword.
So we'll be hitting on 2 6s explode. So we got 2 explosions, and we got 1 miss, so I'll just add another dice. And then this is going to be 4s. Decent. So we got 3. Actually, slightly below average, but okay. 5 at -2.
All right, so we have that's 4 ups, 3 ups.
You're 3 up.
3 up, yeah. So 5
ups.
So it takes 4 of them.
Okay. These are D3 each. Meh. So it'll take 5.
5. All right, I think he's down to 19.
Yeah. We will then do this Carnifex. So he is going to do the Venom Cannon, the Heavy Venom Cannon into the Shadow Sword.
Okay.
And these guys here are
T5.
T5. How many wounds?
They're 6 wounds each.
We'll put his Death Spitters into that squad.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Venom Cannon number...
They're T6, guys. He's not shooting into them, but they're T6.
Venom Cannon number of shots, 1. He will be hitting on 2s. Cool.
I'm happy for that.
So we've got 6 shots.
That was going into this,
yes.
Right? That was going into the Shadow Sword?
Yep. 6 shots into the Guardsmen. These will be wounding on 2s. And they're -1.
-1?
So you got 5 at -1.
All right, I think they're 6s.
Yep.
So 3 die.
Sure. And then I will come over here next because he is just barely in range of that squad.
Okay.
So he'll do his first Flamer activation over... Actually, he'll do his first entire activation over here with both guns.
Okay.
So the Flamer's 2d6 for the number of shots. We'll keep the 10.
I want to...
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I won't do it.
Okay.
I was thinking if I wanted to put them in cover.
These will be auto wounding on... they'll be wounding on 2s. They auto hit. So that is 9 at -1.
9 at -1?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take it in a couple guys that are in cover. So we got 1, 2... just whatever. -1?
Yep.
So here's the first 3 guys in cover. We got 9 of them, right?
Yep.
Just get the dice out. 3 guys in cover, so there's going to be 5s down to 5s. All right, so those 3 guys die. Then we need 6s. And then, so 8 of them die.
And then we have 4 Stinger salvos. These will be on 4s. Okay. And these will be on 3s to wound. So 1 wound at -1.
He dies. That's 10 of them.
All right. We're going to go to his second activation. We are going to put the Flamer into the Sentinel.
Okay.
And, Flamer into the Sentinel, and then the Stinger salvos into these guards.
Okay. That was this guy here?
Yeah, into those guards. Yep.
Wait, wasn't he just shooting at the other? Was
he
shooting at these guys?
He was, but he activates. He didn't move, so he activates twice.
I got you.
So you have Flamer into the Sentinel, and then the Stinger salvos over here.
Okay.
All right. So number of shots for this Flamer the second time around.
That's into
the Sentinel. And it is strength 7. So be wounding you on 3s. So you've got 5 at -1.
5. And 4 of them are going to...
Okay, and these are D3 each.
Okay.
So he is dead.
Does he blow up? No.
Then the Stinger salvo into the guardsmen. Those are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. So you've got 1 at -1.
Dead. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's go ahead and fire. Let me see something here. We're going to do his entire... Actually, we're going to fire them first into those guys.
All
right. So we're going to have 9 shots. And this is going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, and they are basically the same thing as those old Stingers, the Stinger salvos I was shooting, so we'll be wounding on 3s. So you've got, what was that, 6 at -1.
Sixes. Save 2 of them, so 4 die.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to this Carnifex next. He'll do the heavy venom cannon into the shadow sword, and he will do his death spitters into those guardsmen.
Okay.
So the venom cannon, number of shots. Okay. And this is going to be on 3s.
That's going here?
Yes. So those are 2 hits, strength 9, so this will also be on 3s. So 2 at I think it's -2. Does it? So it's their flat.
Is it -2 for sure?
Yeah, it's -. Well,
Okay.
I'm curious if it's -2 or -3.
Okay, well that's fine, and they both go through.
And they're flat 3 each.
Okay, so he's going to be down to 13.
Let me. So you're bracketed, I believe. I think you bracket at 14. Maybe it's 13. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, they're -2. Yep. The Stinger or the Death Spitters into the Guardsmen. These will be on 3s, and then be wounding on 2s. So you've got 2 at -2. Or sorry, -1.
2 at -1?
Yep.
2 more die.
Okay.
See if they pass a...
I'm hoping not to leave it to that. So then we've got his buddy. We're going to go ahead and we are going to do the same thing. So the Venom Cannon into the tank, and then the Death Spitters into the Guardsmen.
Venom Cannon into the Shadow Sword, and then the rest of it into those guys.
The big dumb tank.
That's right.
All right, number of shots. 2. There we go. He is hitting on 3s. So there's there's that. Wounding on 3s. Nothing. No, it's not worth it. Okay, yep, that's it for that. And then we've got the Death Spitters. Okay, this is coming back around. And these are going to be 2s, so we got 2 at -1.
Same one.
Cool. Oh, I just realized something. I forgot to move him in the moving phase. Do you care?
That's fine, I don't care.
Just gonna tuck him over there. Okay. So let's go ahead. Actually, we're gonna put them all the way like that. Let's do this guy. I'm gonna spend 1 CP.
Okay.
And we're gonna make it so he doesn't count as having moved.
Okay.
And we're going to spend another 2 to make it so he gets +1 damage.
Okay.
So we're going to do the first number of shots.
He's going into the Shadow Sword?
Do the Shadow Sword, yep. Hitting it on 2s. And then this will be on 5s to wound.
Okay.
So you've got 3 at -3.
3 at -3, so 6s. Nope.
And they are flat 3 each.
All right, that's 9. It's taking him down to 3. Or, I'm sorry, that takes him down to 4.
Then we will try again. So those miss. And then these are on 5s. Woof. Okay, nothing. All right. So let's go ahead and fire this guy.
Okay.
So he's going to do his Stinger Salvos here.
All right.
Then he's going to do his Flamer into the front one.
Okay.
So Flamers for 3. Meh. It's not worth it. On 3s to wound. So 2 at -1.
1 damage. Or takes 1.
For 2 damage.
All right. That was in the Sentinel.
Yep.
He's down 4.
Sure.
That was the front guy, right?
That was this guy here.
The front,
Yeah, the front sentinel. And the Stinger Salvos into the Guardsmen. 3s to wound. 1 at -1.
1 dice.
Okay. We're gonna do the second activation, same targets.
Okay.
Flamer for 8. And this is gonna be 3s. So you've got 5. Yeah, looks like 5.
5 into the Sentinel.
Yep, -1.
And he'll take 3 more, or whatever their damage is.
D3, so he should die.
All right. Does he blow up? No.
Okay. Then we've got the Stinger Salvos into the Guardsmen. Those all hit. And then 3s.
Let's pick them up.
You got 3 at -1. Okay. We are now going to...
Just enough. Just enough.
These guys are going to shoot into those Guardsmen.
Okay.
So 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. So you've got 2 at -1.
2 die.
Okay. Swarmlord is going to move himself in the shooting phase, and he's going to advance. So I rolled a 1, so he'll move 10 inches. And just come up nice and close like. Shooting phase, I'm going to spend 2 more CP going down to 1.
All right.
We're going to double tap the Hive Guard to try and kill the big dumb tank.
Okay. So he's going to shoot these guys again into the tank.
Yep. 2s and 6s explode. So we got 2 6s and 2 1s, so we'll just keep it as it is. And these are going to be 4s. And so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was exactly average. 6 at -2.
6 at -2?
Yep.
So 5.
Ooh, that was nice.
3 of them.
How many wounds you got left?
4.
So unless I roll all 1s, which I did not.
Does not blow up. The Shadow Sword comes off the board. It did not do its work it needed to do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I've noticed. I play guard as well. One of the things I've noticed about guard, especially with the lower number variants, is they're just super swingy.
Yeah, I think it was the -1, big -1 that was huge.
Well, he wasn't taking -1.
Well, when I shot into that guy.
Oh, into these guys.
Yeah. Well, into the other guy.
Yeah, but you didn't fire the shadow. Oh yeah.
My bolters.
Your bolters, yeah.
But that's good. I mean, it worked. It is what it is.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Hey, nothing they could do about it, man.
Charges. They're just gonna.
Yep.
Oh, there's a new. I might have spent all my CP already, so we're gonna hold off. But there is a new strat where you do mortal wounds on the charge.
On the charge.
Actually, I want to see if it's 1 or 2. If it's 1, I might do it.
All right. Well. Yep.
So yeah, actually, sorry. One more thing to shoot.
So this guy.
Technically, I should have shot him before I double fired the hive guard, but
yeah. He's going where? Into the guardsman?
He's going to shoot the Punisher in the back.
Can you see him?
That was the intention. If not, I can move him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you can see him, man. Even if you do move him, because of this thing's in the way.
Gotcha. I'll shoot the guardsman then.
Okay.
They're going to get obliterated.
Yeah, they are.
Three shots. Hitting out on 3s. And these will be 2s, and they just die.
Yeah. AP?
-2. So that should cut through. So just so you know, that was flat 3 damage. They're like really dead.
Yeah.
Then the charge. I mean, he can't fail it. I'll roll it.
You're good.
6. We'll just kind of take as much movement as we can, honestly. So I have a dastardly plan.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to attack. I got the psychic power off, so I need to roll for my extra attacks. Extra D3 attacks. I took an extra 3. So it brings him to 9 attacks and a tail. Here, I'll use one of your dice for the tail.
You're good.
And then he re-rolls the hits. He hits on 2s, but didn't even.
Re-rolls the tail.
Re-rolls the tail. And then these will be 2s to kill, and then 6s are mortals in case we need it.
We're not gonna need it.
Yeah, I think they're very dead.
Because they're minus a lot, right?
They're -3 except the tail, which is -1. But I think it's with these,
yeah,
it's just enough to kill them. Yeah. And then I'm going to spend the 1 CP that I saved instead of doing the other strat to do the overrun. So instead of doing a normal pile-in, I'm going to move a full move in advance for my consolidation.
All right.
So here is the roll. So he's going to move 13 inches. And I know it's moving me off the objective, but I kind of want to get in and stop that mana core.
Okay. Can he go through stuff?
You can go around it.
I'm just curious. No, I was just
curious. I mean, he's a monster. He can't go through the building. So, yep. So he's got 13. You get like right to the edge. Like right there. We'll keep him out of LOS of the other stuff, yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
So at the end of your turn, did you any of the blood and guts? You killed 1, so that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't count yet. I did raise the banner, so I got 5 for that.
Yeah, 5 for that one.
Secure no man's land. Actually, oh man, because that's the second objective. You know what? I'm gonna keep him on the objective.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
I forgot about that one.
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
He's gonna have to get hit, and we'll go back up to my 1 CP.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
So we'll stay on that. We'll try to.
Okay, so you scored 2 on that.
So yeah, I scored. So I got this for 5.
And then you want to discard blood and guts, or you want to keep it?
It's 3 kill. I need 2 more kills of Swarmy, basically.
I think it starts off. It resets every round.
It's each round. Yeah, there's no way I can do that. Thing.
All right. So we will be back in my command phase. I'll draw my cards after I probably should draw them now. Because it's matter what I'm gonna do, right? All right, guys. So I gained my CP, went back up to 6. I drew my cards. Extended the battle lines is one of them, which is basically, see if I can get it in the camera shot here. Which is basically holding an objective in my deployment zone and holding one in no man's land, holding one or more. Capture enemy's outpost, which is capturing the ones in his deployment zone, which I'm going to spend a CP and get rid of, I believe. Or I might get rid of overwhelming firepower. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I think this is going to be harder to kill at the moment. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And we'll draw. I'll spend a CP and draw, defend, and stronghold. And this, let's see. The secondary mission is attached at the end of your opponent's next turn, or at the end of the battle, if you control an objective marker in your own deployment zone. So basically, with this one, is if at the end of Michael's turn, if I still hold this one, I achieve it. So that's actually not bad. So we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, at the end of my command phase, at the end of my command phase, I showed you all that. At the end of my movement phase, I moved my guardsmen up to get this objective. One of my extend the battle lines, I think it was, where I get to, as long as I can take control of this and one in no man's land, then I'll get one or more in no man's land. I'll get the 5 points, and I'm going to do that. Hopefully I can kill this guy off the objective to get the extra 2 points for that. And then, yeah, I think, and I should be able to hold this one to next round. So I'll get the 5 points for that. I got 4 here. So I basically moved this up here to shoot at everything into this Swarmlord here. Kept the heavy bolters here. Moved these guys up. Increased the Bulgrin. Capture that objective. Capture that. I'm running out of assets here, so I've got to try to make the best of what I can. And that's what I like about these war cards, is that you can just keep playing until you have nothing left on the board. All right, so let's go to orders. So I'm going to give him the order of reroll ones. Actually, I'm going to smokescreen, which allows me to shoot and still be -1 to hit, because Harker is going to give him reroll ones. And I'm going to, with Strachan, I'm going to give them first rank, second rank. So they're going to be able to double shoot. And I'm also going to give these guys first rank, second rank. Well, let me make sure I can do that before I... Okay, 6 inches and 18 inches. Okay, so I had to make sure they were all in range with the Vox. So they're going to double shoot. They're going to double shoot. And yeah, so we'll go to my turn. We'll start off with... We'll have this guy's auto cannons go into that guy.
Sure.
Still minus, no minus, right?
No minus.
So hitting on 4s, and he hits once, and wounding on
5s.
5s. Go strength 7, toughness 7, right?
No, this guy here is T8.
T8, okay. So he misses. And then we're going to have I'm going to have all my heavy bolters shoot into him as well.
Okay.
So all these heavy bolters are going to go into this guy. Can't afford to keep him alive. Dedicating a lot of shots to him. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Wounding on 5s. All right, so just 2 at -1.
So I'll be 4 up. And yeah, they become -1, but it's still enough to kill him. Does he blow up? He does not.
All right. Okay. Guys, you see us rolling outside the box. We're counting it has to be in the box, just so no one's freaking out.
Free rerolls.
Exactly. All right, so I'm going to just take all these guys here, which is just 4 of them are going to go into that unit there. Okay. So that's going to be 8 shots, 16 shots into that unit. All right, 16 shots, hitting on 4s. They hit on 4s, right?
Yeah.
Wounding on 5s. Got a strength 3, toughness 4. And so 2, 3. Okay. No minus.
4 up. We go through. So you will kill...
Las cannons.
This guy. Las guns.
Las guns. Las guns. I'm gonna have his. I'm gonna have Harker's shot go into that same unit.
Okay.
Hits on 3s. Or are they on 4s, right? Because he's
Well,
still on the board.
Well, hold on. Where are you shooting?
I'm shooting at these guys here.
They are not -1.
Okay.
So it's whatever your ballistic skill is.
All right, so the ballistic skill is 3. All right, so he is hitting on both of those. Strength 4, toughness 5.
Toughness 4 over here.
That's what I mean. Tough. I mixed them up. Toughness 4, strength 5.
So they wound.
They wound. -2, 1 damage.
Okay, so these will be 6s. So you killed a 1, and one guy's got 2 wounds left.
That was called Payback. That's the name of his gun. That's actually the name.
Is it really?
Yeah, really, it's the name of his gun.
Oh, that's a pretty bad one-liner, Dave.
That was actually literally what it was. So we're gonna have Striken's plasma pistol here. It's on 2s, and he rolls a 1. Unbelievable! Come on, Striken. I'll have the the Caluxus go into him as well. What did I say it was? 3? D3 shots for 2. Hitting on 3s. I probably should show that. Just 1. -5.
Oh, into these guys here?
Yeah.
Oh, they have a 5 windmill. How many?
Wait, no. Wounds. I got a wound. So it's strength. It wounds. So -5, 1 damage.
5 up invuln. Good.
All right. That was just going into this guy. That was from the assassin. All right. All right. I'm going to drop all my mortars.
Okay.
On that one guy there.
Okay.
So my mortars going. D3 or D6 shots.
Nice special.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
the mortars have literally
not good.
the mortars have whiffed, man, big time. 4s and then 4s. Just 1 at no minus.
No minus, so that will be a 4, so that goes through. He's down to 1 wound.
All right. Man. I have nothing else I can shoot at him. Over here. I'm going to have to charge him with my Bullgrim.
I think they will sufficiently smash him. Smash.
Let's go with the Manticore is going to put... No, I'm going to... Everything I have here into the Swarmlord.
Cool.
All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll 20. Hold that, please.
All right, there we go.
I'm going to roll 20 at a time.
You can see the film quality is improved already.
Exactly. Just by you holding it. Wounding on 3s, or hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s for Harker.
It's a lot of 2s.
And that was a 1. And then wounding on 5s. Strength 5, toughness 7.
Toughness 7, yep.
So we have
decent.
All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Here, I'll count.
Roll these 1s. And then 5s again. And whatever way that falls, it's not going to be a 5. So we have 9.
So 14?
14 of them.
Okay. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12,
No minus. No
14.
minus.
3s. So we've got 2, 3, 4, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he will go down to 8 wounds.
Heavy bolters hitting on 3s. We're rolling those 2 1s. Just 2 of those. And then again 5s. So just 2 at -1.
4 up either way. So
takes 2.
well, it takes 1 because the Crusher Stampede.
Yeah, 1 damage. All right, so we will shoot all my guardsmen at him.
The humble lad's gun.
Yeah, so we got, so they are first fire, second fire, first rank, second rank, or whatever it's called. Let me show them. So we have all my guardsmen here shooting into him, and we'll see if they can chip some wounds out. I'll be back with the dice.
All right.
So film quality improved already. So these are guardsmen shooting into the Swarm Lord, hitting on 4s.
Bless their hearts.
They're trying, man. They're trying. And then wounding on 5s.
6s.
Oh, 6s, yeah, because 7. So we'll take 1, 2 for that. We'll do this one more time. Yeah, because it's only strength 3.
Yep.
So we got. I'm just gonna pull out the hits. It's gonna be easier. So 4.
Cool. Very consistent. These will be on 3s.
Give me some 1s, man. 1s and 2s.
Oh man,
like
they did half as much as the tank.
So he's down to 5.
Yeah, he's bracketed now.
Man, what a waste. They really want to drop my Manticore on him.
I don't know.
I mean, that's because he's gonna just come. I mean, he's gonna burn that out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this guy is already moving across the board, so that's gonna be the problem. Let's do it. Manticore. So we're gonna shoot the Manticore here, just because he can tie up a lot. He can do more damage in my backfield. So, all right, here we go. And I'll re-roll this for Catachan.
I'll re-roll the 4.
9. Oh, I did that backwards, but still. 5s. I'm sorry, 4s. And then 3s.
3s, yep.
So 2
These are
minus 2.
4 up invulns. Oof.
3 damage each.
Becoming 2 damage each because of the...
Should be enough, right?
No, I'll be on 1 wound.
Oh, bummer. That's dumb.
Well, I didn't roll your dice, Dave. roll your dice.
Oh, man.
I failed all my saves. I can't help you out more than that.
Exactly.
His combat efficiency is pretty decreased, but, you know.
Do I really want to charge him with guardsmen?
Oh, man.
I mean, if I can kill him.
Oh.
So I'm going to do it.
I do have a strat to fight from the grave, just so you know.
Yeah, but he'll be dead, and I'm okay with sacrificing 55 points.
Okay.
For
he's 240.
240. I'm okay with that. I think that's a pretty fair trade. I'm not gonna lie. Although I literally just shot all my army into him. I'm gonna charge my Bulgrin here, I think, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I did charge here with the Bulgrin. He's gonna lift him up because he's gonna kill him. So that's good for that. And the question is, do I want to charge here and see if I can chip 1 wound down and kill the Swarm Lord? Now, here's the dilemma that I'm going through, the debate. These guys are going to die next turn. So it's a matter of, can I kill him by maybe some good dice rolls, and then lose that squad and take him with me? So that's 55 points trade for 250. I guess I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that gamble. Here you go. Here's the charge. And they're in. All right.
The Swarm Lord has been killed by a grot before.
I will move all this. All right, guys. So before you do this, we don't have enough CP. We have 1 CP. I'm going to start there.
I have 2. So if I'm going back,
okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna start there. So if you want to swing with that guy before, okay.
With my 4 no AP or my 3 no AP attacks against your 2 up saves.
In the Vulcan. Okay. So we're gonna have 11 attacks there because the sergeant gets 2. And I have to roll the sergeant separately because oh no, it won't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It
Yeah,
matter.
because I -1 damage, so you have to change it.
Exactly. So we got all right, hitting on 3s.
Part of me wants to see you do this.
Everybody watching wants to see me do this.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. All the guardsmen are like, yeah, kill him. All right, here we go. Hitting on 6s. I'm sorry, hitting on 4. No, not good. Not good.
You wasted your 6s.
Here we go. I need some 6s. Here we go. Give me 1 so you can roll a 1. 2 6s.
2. All right.
Give me some 1s, man. Give me some 1s. Does he fail?
He does, but I'm going to CP reroll it. I'm going to CP reroll it. Oh, it's so close. You like almost stabbed him through her brain, but it just nicked his horn instead.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Dude, although I did get you spend the CP.
Like I said, I almost wanted that happen. Almost. So we have 4 attacks plus the D3 from the power, so I'll get 2 more attacks. And the tail. It's hitting on 2s, rerolling everything, because I still have my power. So that's good. Okay. And then this will be 2s to wound, and the purple dice do mortals if there are 6s.
What's the AP?
-3, so just good.
So 5?
Well, this one's 0, so you have a save against that one.
No. So 5 die.
Yeah. Yep.
Four. No, I won't take the Loxcaster.
And then I think you just owe me morale on them.
Yep. So they will lose another guy. And then 4 more dice. And they will not lose anybody.
Well, Dave, and that stops me from charging your... Actually, no, it does. I can't. I'm Crusher Stampede. I don't get the one.
Yeah, so we'll be able to consolidate these guys in actually before I pull. All right, so here's what we ended up doing that round. So we extended the battle lines. We got 5 for that. We had defend our stronghold. So that will be and that's defending that one. And I did have extending the battle lines, which is to hold this one and holding 1 or 2 in my deployment zone. So that's going to be another 5. I also took them off that objective. So that's going to be another 2. So I'm going to get 12 points. And we will be back at the end of Michael's command phase. Or movement, then we'll do the command phase. Or you want to do the command phase now?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go up to 2 CP. +1 to hit here. +1 to hit there.
Okay, and draw your cards, sir.
So we have got no retreat, no surrender.
Okay, what cards did you draw?
Oh, yeah. So I got no retreat, no surrender, which is pretty much guaranteed.
Nope.
So don't fall back. This army literally can't fail morale.
Okay.
So I'm either synapse or I'm single model.
Okay. So that one's a no fallback.
And then don't move off an objective.
Okay.
Which, I mean, so I'm not gonna do.
Capture enemy outpost is the same thing. So
capture enemy outpost.
Score this one.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get that.
Okay.
And then I have overwhelming firepower, which is kill three units in the shoot phase, which I think
could be
is
done
very
easily.
very possible.
Are you gonna keep all of those?
Yeah, I only have 2 CP left, and I kind of want to use them for stuff.
All right. We'll be back after you move a phase. All right.
One more thing from the command phase, I forgot. He's giving him the chapter master rerolls.
Okay. And movement. What'd you do?
Move these guys up to be on the objective. I'm hoping that there won't be anything in that area in the near future. Also, I have a 1 CP stratagem to make them obsec and they count as the number of models for the amount of wounds they have left. So that's a pretty strong obsec threat if I need it.
Yeah.
Remain stationary. He's locked in combat, so I might as well just leave him there because, like, if I fall back, I can't charge you, so I might as well just stay there.
Right.
So that was actually a really good play on your part. This guy's got range to the Punisher. Highguard have range to the Punisher. So everything's kind of where we wanted to. Oh, actually, I'm gonna move these guys up. Sorry.
No, you're good.
And yeah, so they can charge. We're gonna like that.
You need to be out of command points so that guy gets killed by guardsmen. That would have been awesome.
That
I mean, technically, he did die to guardsmen.
technically. All right. Psychic. So we're gonna go over here to the Swarm Lord. I think I'm still within 18 of your. Yeah. So we'll try those powers again. So this is gonna be the extra attacks, effectively needing an 8, so that's gonna fail. And then the next one is the reroll hits. That will go off, so he'll reroll his hits.
The other guy's out still.
The other guy is out, and I think he is within 18 of them. So we will do. So I don't think I need onslaught. Let's see. We are going to cast Catalyst. So that will go off, and we will put it on, I guess, the same guy, the Flamer Bug.
Okay.
And he's going to
It's going to go on this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he's going to smite the Guardsman.
All right.
Yep. And that will go off on the 7. So for D3, kill 1. Okay. For shooting, we are going to start with the Flamer. His first activation, Flamer into the Punisher, and the Stinger salvos into those Guardsmen.
Okay.
So the Flamer, number of shots, 9. So that's good. I'll keep that. This will be 5s. So that will be 2 at -1.
2 3-ups.
Yep. That's right. They are 2-up saves now. Yeah.
This one goes through.
For 2.
He's down to
10. Stinger salvos into the Guardsman.
All right.
So that was 3 hits. And no wound. Actually, 1 wound, -1.
-1, so I'll take it to the guy in cover. It's going to be 5 up. Nope.
Targets.
Okay.
Number of shots. For 6, we'll keep it. And this will be 5s. So that's going to be 2 at -1.
2 4 3 ups. Nope. Takes another one.
Very consistent. 4 3.
3. All right. He's down to 7.
Okay. Then we will do the
Guardsman. You guys shooting the guardsman.
Oh, Guardsman, duh. 4s to hit. And then 3s to wound. Nothing. Okay. See, this is what happens when you forget. We'll do the Hive Tyrant in the back, his Venom Cannon into the Punisher. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got D3 for the number of shots. For 1. He'll be hitting on 3s. For nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead. We are going to have this guy here. There are 3 wounds each. This makes the decision difficult. He's flat 2 unless I spend 2 CP. If I spend this 2 CP to give him flat 3, I can't double fire them.
Right.
I think double firing them is the better call. Yeah, we are going to fire, because he has the better AP. We're going to fire him into the Bulgrin.
Okay. No spending CP.
No, I'm not. So the first 6 shots, 2s, rerolling everything. Okay. And then we've got 3s to wound. So you've got 3 at -3.
3 at -3, so those will be 5 ups.
Yep.
Nope. I'll take off.
So kill a guy, and the guy will have 1 wound left. Okay. His second activation into them as well. Okay. And then 3s. So you've got 3 at -3 again.
1.
So I'll just kill that one guy.
Do I want to try to re-roll that? I got CP.
I don't know.
Can I re-roll it? Let's try it. Just to see if I can keep him alive. Oh, it keeps him alive.
There you
Nice.
go. All right. This guy here, Venom Cannon into the Punisher.
All right.
In the Death Spitters over here.
Okay.
Number of shots for the Venom Cannon. 4-1. Hits on 3s.
That's going in.
Yeah. And strength 9, so wound on 3s. Nothing. Then we've got the Death Spitters. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So you've got 2 wounds at -1.
-1, so it's going to be
3.
3s. So one guy dies.
Yep. Okay. Let's then do... This Carnifex is going to shoot the Venom Cannon here. Actually, he's going to do everything here.
Okay. Trying to just kill the Bogre.
Yeah. Number of shots for the Venom Cannon. For 3. Of course, it's the time when it's be hitting on 3s. No, not like that. Wounding on 3s. So it's 1 at -2.
1 at -2, so 4s or 2s.
Well, yeah.
One isn't going to do it. What's
so flat 3 will kill him.
What's that flat 3? Okay.
And the rest of it fizzles. Yeah. The
one
one
more guy.
remaining is going to shoot the Venom Cannon there. And then he's going to do the Death Spitters here into those guardsmen.
Okay.
Okay.
The Spitter's there.
Number of shots. 1. Hits. And a 3 to wound. Wounds at -2.
Good.
Yeah, there are 2 up now.
That was
That's so we're getting used to. And then we've got the Death Spitters with the guardsmen. And so get that out of there. These will be 2s. So you've got 3 at -2, so I think those just die.
Yeah.
Oh no, are they in cover?
2 of them are.
Roll
That's true.
those, yeah. On
So
6s.
I'm gonna roll to the 1 because I want my sergeant. I want my sergeant to die. So he dies, and then the other guy will just die.
Okay.
I'm keeping the sergeant alive.
Okay. Then we have the Hive Guard. We are going to fire them into the Lehman Russ.
All right. That's these guys here going into the Lehman Russ.
Did you do the artillery camera thing?
I didn't. I was going to do
they are artillery. I mean, if you get the special effect, I think I should get the special.
Exactly. But you got to hit 2. Although I didn't hit either.
They're hitting on 2s. No explosions this time. I don't have the CP for that, and it's double fired.
Okay.
And this will be 4s to wound. So that was pretty good. So we got 5. Yeah, 5 at -2.
5 4-ups. So it takes 3 of them.
D3 each. Ooh, so that's for 7. Or sorry, 8.
Does not blow up. Slowly losing my guys.
Yeah.
Or being overwhelmed by
that round 1, you needed to
kill more.
You needed your first turn to pick up a couple bugs. Do I double tap them? Yeah. I might need the CP to reroll save to the guards who fight first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save the CP. We'll go to charges. Actually, we will charge those guardsmen.
Okay.
So first guy, if it's double 1s, he'll fail. He's got it.
All right. Pretty sure you don't need to.
And then we are going to charge that guy. 12 will do it.
All right.
So I think they have 4 attacks base.
Dude, look, let's do this.
They don't have combat weapons though, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, but unless you roll like crazy. I just you took a leg. I took an arm out.
You just took my arm out.
What's their AP?
Nothing.
That's
what I was gonna say.
All right, roll it out just in case.
Okay, I'll roll them together. Are you going to interrupt?
I'm not going to interrupt them, so just roll them together.
All right. And they only hit on 4s, I believe, in the old profile. So Oh, they have a mortal wound thing on the charge base. So we'll do that. I think our 4 up is a mortal. So let me double check, but I think it's 1 mortal.
Okay. Well, we'll see if it matters based on this.
Okay. And then this will be 2s to wound. So 3 wounds.
No AP. So 5s. They die.
Okay. You gotta watch the guardsmen kill the Swarm Lord on camera.
So here we go. 4 attacks going into the Swarm Lord. Hitting on 4s. Oh, 2. All right, 6s. Nothing.
Aww.
Nothing. They used their 1.
They won't even have to roll.
Me to roll. No, we don't have to roll it out.
Okay.
We did not have to roll that out.
Okay.
So you are going to get 2 unless you're still charging.
Yeah. No, that was it.
Okay.
I want to keep him where he's at because he's on the objective.
So you are going to get 2 for taking me off a unit.
Yeah.
You're going to get anything.
I could actually. Let me see when this is scored. Actually, I might have a shenanigans. Secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone. Are they OBSEC?
They are OBSEC.
It doesn't matter then. Okay, he'll stay where he is.
All right. So that was a pretty big turn. Let's see what I can do to. So nothing secondary wise.
Oh no, I did. Let's see. I got no retreat, no surrender. Shooting wise, I killed. What did I kill? Shooting wise,
you killed one of these, and the Lehman Ross. So you did get
3.
that.
So I did get overwhelming firepower.
All right. So
I got those 2.
10 for that.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna discard this because you're gonna kill him next turn. I don't think I get onto your back objective.
All right. All right. So we'll be back after the score. Guys, in my command phase, I pulled my 3 cards, and I got no retreat, no surrender. So basically, I can't fail morale, I can't fall back, and I cannot move off of an objective if I was on an objective. The second one I have is capture the enemy outpost, and the third one is area denial. And what I think I'm going to do is, because area denial, I have to hold the center of the board, and I can't have any enemies within 3 inches. So I'm going to spend the CP that I would have gotten back and pick another card and hold the line. So this is this secondary achieved at the end of your opponent's next phase or at the end of the battle, whichever comes first, if there are no enemies within range of your own deployment zone. The range depends on the size of the board, so I have to keep, that's a pretty easy one. So by the end of your turn, I just got to keep you 6 inches away from that objective or away from my deployment zone.
You just got to kill the Swarm Lord, basically.
Yeah. Because these guys, I'll tag these guys up in combat. So, all right. So here's what I did on the movement phase. Kind of just moved these guys up to go in and attack these big monsters here. Moved him up to take some shots at the Swarm Lord. Didn't really move anything here. These guys are character protected by the heavy bolter guys. Moved the guardsman up in case this guy lives. I can at least charge him. Because, you know what? I can't do move because I'm not in range of any orders. So I'm going to actually advance these guys. And they roll a 4, which just, I think I needed a 4, so I think they'll cover that objective. And I did tag this here so they can see through it. Now that all opens him up to get shot. Didn't move the mortars. I had to bring in my reserves. So I brought Sly Marbo in here. He's touching this cover. He's 9 inches away from the warriors. And I brought my ratlings in here to take some shots at the warriors. Maybe we'll capture the enemy outpost. We'll see what happens. So Sly Marbo, when he comes in, he gets to do 3 different things. And I'm picking that he's going to do concealed explosives. So I pick a unit on the board and roll a d6. And on a 4 up, unless it's a character, which would be a 5 up, that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. And guess who I'm picking?
You dislike him as much as I dislike Mortarion last game.
Exactly. So this guy, we'll see if I can hit him on a 5. Here we go. Come on, Sly Marbo.
Rambo. Did you do it?
No, There's only a 3. Oh man, disappointing. Okay, so I'm gonna move these guys up my 4 inches real quick, and this has already been measured, so I don't have to worry about it. Guys, don't try this in a tournament. This is just for while we're playing. People want to measure it exact, but I already had this measured, so I know I can get at least those guys on it. So, all right, no orders because I don't have any to. He's not in any range to give orders. All right, so we will start with shooting, and we're going to start with the Sentinel going into the Swarm Lord, since I can't get that guy to die at all. So 2 heavy hitting on 4s, they both hit, and wounding on 5s.
4s because it's your strength 7, right?
Oh yes, you're right. 4s. So that's minus
4 pin
1. 2 damage each. All right.
Do I want
to spend your CP, man? It's your last one.
No, it's not. You still have a mana cord. It could make you shoot the mana cord.
Dude, I got a lot. I'll shoot him with my heavy bolters.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. He can die.
Does he blow up?
Well, he is in range now. Just move your guardsman up.
Does he blow up?
No.
He did that last time, dude. Was I playing you when he killed a bunch of? Maybe it was Jose. I can't remember. The Swarm Lord blew up and it basically changed the game.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, so all right, so that was good for that. So they're dead. And so now I'm gonna put my heavy bolters into these. So all my heavy bolters into those guys. They're -1 naturally, correct?
Yep, from their spore system, their carapaces.
So it's gonna be 6 shots, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1 for Harker. And we got 1. And then it's 5s to, so it's 5s, nothing. I mean, there was nothing else I can shoot at, essentially, with those guys. Exactly. We're going to take these mortars here, and we're going to see if they do anything to these guys here.
Sure.
So I'm not going to show the dice until I actually roll them. Whoa, dude. Sorry about it.
I was whipping him at me in anger.
My finger, dude, hit this thing. All right. That was better.
It makes well, it doesn't quite make up, but it's better.
It's better. I'm sorry, dude. I mean to hit your mouth.
It's fine.
That was weird. Although it's the first time it really happened where we just missed the board completely. All right, so hitting on 4s, no rerolls.
You want me to hold the...
There we go. So we'll take out the misses. And then 4s.
Sure.
It's pretty good. They all hit.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
So we have 7. No minus.
I'm going to take the first 3 on the guy who's in cover.
All right.
So 3s, he'll take a wound. The next 3, take another wound. And then the last one. We'll kill him.
That's all right. All right. So we will shoot his. We're gonna go to Mana Core. We'll shoot his heavy bolters into that one last guy remaining there,
sure.
And his missile into that guy there.
Sure.
Right. So is he still -1 to hit?
He is not -1 to hit.
All right. Just the warrior is,
but
right?
He does have 5 feel no pain.
That's okay. Because the only other thing I can do is really shoot the Hive Guard.
You could shoot the Hive Guard. They will be -1 to hit because of that guy.
Yeah, so we're going to go, Manticore is going to be the heavy bolters into this guy, and then the shots are actually going to go into that. Just so I can see if I can pick up that last warrior. All right, there we go. Into the warrior, hitting on 4s, and just 1. Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
1 at -1.
That will be 5s.
2 damage.
Yep.
All right, so he's down to 1, right?
Yep.
All right, 2d6 Manticore into the big guy.
Big bug. The turn effects.
Right there. All right. I'm getting crazy now with the camera. All right. So 2d6. Reroll this for Catachan. That's better.
Nice, nice.
So we have 5 and then 2 more. And then 5s.
Yep.
Because he's minus
he's not minus
4s. And then 3s.
Yep.
So 3 at -2.
5 up either way. Okay. And then they are flat 3, but they become flat 2. But he does have the feeling of pain. So I'll take all 4 of them.
Feel every bit of it. All right. So that was good. I don't know if I degraded him or not, but
not quite yet. And they don't, since they're auto hitting, they don't take a ton of penalties for getting bracketed. But
all right. So we're going to go into. We'll have him. We'll have Harker shoot into this first guy here.
Okay.
And he hits. They're not -1.
They
They are -1. So
minus.
just one of them. And he does not wound because strength 5. That's what I say. We'll have the assassin.
Yep.
Go into him. He's D3 shots for 2. And he does hit both of those. Strength 5, toughness 8, so 3 or 5.
No, they're toughness 7.
And still 1 at -5.
-5 of invuln.
It's 1 damage. Which is good. And then Harker will shoot his plasma. And that does not do it. And yeah, we will then go into charges. And I'm going to just charge these guys here.
Okay.
So Harker will go in first.
Okay.
And we'll just...
Don't knock my gun down, though.
I'm just going to move him over here so I can slide him in.
Okay.
And then we'll have this guy go in there. All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so you can't interrupt anyway. So let me check the stats for Harker real quick. Before we do that, how about we actually do this stuff?
Oh, charge your...
oh, no, let's... we'll shoot.
Oh, you should shoot the ratlings.
Yeah.
They are -1.
All right, so the ratling is going here.
It doesn't matter because you're already -1.
Yeah, so I dropped them. They're gut heavies. I'm hitting on 3s.
4s.
Yeah, 4s now. And rerolls. And then it's strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s. And this one at no minus.
4 up.
They're not regular snipers. All right. And now these guys, they do have an ability that they can move and shoot. So I'm going to actually tuck them back in here. Marble's going to shoot his Ripper pistol. Hits, and it's 4s. And it misses. All right, so charges. Those guys charged over there already. So I'm going to have Marble charge here. Do you want to overwatch that?
No.
So it needs a 9. Gets a 2.
It's the opposite.
I'm gonna spend a CP.
Oh.
And still get a 6.
Did I farm you this turn yet?
No.
Okay. Let me see if I get that. I do not.
And I forgot to get one from you. And I do not. All right. Let me check on Strachan's. Let me check on his profile up, and we'll go with this. All right, guys. So Strachan will get 5 attacks. He's got 4 naturally, but then he's got 5 because they're not. We don't have any core rules yet, and so he's gonna. He gives himself 1 extra attack. He is strength 6, going up to strength 7 because we're Catachan, and adds 1 to the strength, and then he does get to reroll wound rolls of because of monsters, and he's hitting on 2s. So 1 misses. And then his strength 7, toughness 7.
Yep.
So 4s. Rerolling these. Still 2s. All right, so just 2 at what I tell you the minus was? Minus.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Minus 1.
So that leave 4s.
Okay. Good. All right. And then the assassin. All right, so 4 attacks. Hitting at, what did I say, 2s?
That sounds right.
Dude, I rolled 4 once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you are your turn.
I forgot last time, but they do have a tail attack. So we'll do 4 attacks in that tail. Hitting on 4s. Okay. And then this will be, what's your toughness? Oh, sorry, it's the guy who's not 6s to hit.
Okay. Striking is
yeah,
strength 4.
Toughness, or T4?
Yeah, or toughness 4.
So it'll be 3s. So that's 1 at no AP.
Well, no, that's good. 5 up involved, but
cool.
He's got a
3
up save. All right, so at the end of my turn, I did not. It's actually at my opponent's next turn, so did not capture the enemy's outpost, but I did give 5 for holding the line, and yeah, so it's going to be 9 points for me. I did take you off an objective, but I did take you off objective, so that's 2 points, and then we'll be back at the end of Michael's movement phase, or you could draw the cards after your command phase.
Okay.
All right, guys. So back at Michael's movement phase, but we'll have him go over his Tempest War cards first. See what he got.
Yeah. So we have Investigate Site. So it's basically perform an action with one of my units if I'm within 6 inches of the center, which I move that remaining warrior to 6 inches within the center. And Dave can't have any units that are within 6, which it doesn't look like or maybe that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is it here, so you have to kill him.
But I think I should be able to get. Actually, yeah, maybe not. We'll see.
I don't know if Strachan is either.
We'll move slightly different. We will touch this. So we get some line of sight.
All right.
Okay. And then let's see.
That was one.
That was one. Defend Stronghold. That's basically the one that you got last time.
Yep.
So I have to hold this objective without him taking it. So I think that should be pretty much guaranteed. And extend the battle.
Let me ask you this: is it? Because I just had the one objective. Is it one objective or 2 objectives?
The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn or at the end of the battle, whichever happens first, if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone.
Control A. Okay, just one. Okay.
So,
okay, cool.
And then extend battle lines is if I control the one in my deployment and at least one of the ones in no man's land.
Okay.
So I think
I got that one last time, so you're good.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much essentially, well, right now.
And this one is technically out of my.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. It's a rigged game, man.
Well, you gotta.
I'm just kidding, dude.
I did do do that on purpose.
I know you did. Dude,
I put it just outside my deployment zone.
I was joking. I was just messing around.
But you're right.
you placed 3. I only got to place 2.
Yeah, because I'm younger.
I know, because you're younger. How that works out is no idea. Like, why GW pick that?
Next time it could be who has the bigger beard. Anyway, command phase stuff. Hive Guard are gonna hit on 2s. Actually, let's see something here. Is he within 12 of this guy here? Yep. He's gonna hit on 2s.
Okay.
And then he's gonna have the rerolls.
All right.
So.
And they're gonna go up 1 CP.
Shoot. Yeah. Go 1 CP. Yep. All right. That's what we'll do. Let's go ahead. Psychic. We will throw Catalyst onto the Tyranids. It goes off again, so he has Catalyst.
That's on that guy right in the corner.
Yep.
That's on that guy in the corner.
His other powers, I think, are probably out of range. Yeah, there's no way he's over the 18 or anything else.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it. So that's it for Psychic. Let's go ahead to shooting. We're going to have the Warriors fire at Sly.
All right, I like it.
Any, crazy buffs or stuff?
Just a minus, add 1 to...
Okay. So they're going to shoot all their Death Spitters into Sly, hitting it on 3s. And this is going to be Strength 5, so we'll be wounding on 3s. 2 at -1.
2 at -1?
Yep.
So we're going to be at 4 up?
Yep.
Yep, take 1. Damage?
Just 1.
On the 3.
All right. Carnifex that did not fall back is going to shoot the Venom Cannon. How many wounds does he have?
He has 5 wounds.
We'll shoot everything there.
Okay.
Does he have any defensive buffs I should be aware of?
He does have a 5 up involved.
That's fine. Okay. So this will be the Venom Cannon for number of shots. for 2 shots.
Look open right there.
Okay. So that was 2 for the number of shots, hitting on 3s. And then it's going to be wounding on 2s. So that's a save at -2.
Save at -2, so it's 5 up. Nope.
Flat 3.
Flat 3, so he's got down to 2.
Okay, and then we have our 6 Death Spitter shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay. And then this will be wounding on 2s. Wow, there's a lot of 1s, but still. 3 at -1.
So 3 4-ups. Oh, no. Yeah, 4-ups.
Okay.
So it takes damage, he dies.
Yep. All right. We'll go to the acid effects. He will do the flamer.
This guy?
Yeah. He'll do his flamer into the Colexis.
All right.
And then the stinger salvos into the guardsman.
Okay.
So the number of shots.
Is he in range? It's 12 inch or 18?
18.
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good.
For 9 shots.
All right.
Actually, he only has 1 activation this round. Because I moved.
Yeah, you moved.
So this will T4.
Yep.
So 3s. So that is going to be 4 at -1.
4 at -1, so that's going to be 4s because he got lightning quick. Lightning quick reflexes actually. Is invuln, so he'll take how much damage?
D3 each.
All right, I gotta do his roll of 2. All right, he's dead.
Okay. Stinger salvos into the guardsman on 4s. And then on 3s for 2 at -1.
-1?
Yep.
Take it in cover. So 4s. Nope, 2 guys die.
All right. Let's go ahead and we are going to fire his first activation.
The slime?
Into Rambo.
All right.
6 shots. All right, they'll hit. And then this is going to be 2s. Oops. So 6 at -3.
6 of them?
Yep.
We'll get it afterwards.
Yeah.
-3?
Yep.
Those will just go right through.
He doesn't have an invuln?
No, so that's he's got, what did I say it was 3 up?
Yeah.
3 up minus 2 in cover.
No,
So-
he's a 3 up in cover, but he gets a +2 in cover. So you have a 6 up save.
6 up there. Nope.
They're flat 2, so yeah, I think he's dead. Okay. His second activation will go into the Sentinel.
Okay.
Actually, we'll shoot at the heavy bolters.
All right.
Okay. And then we've got 2s. So that's 3. That's -3, so that should just go right through, even if you're in cover.
-3?
Yeah.
That's 6.
Was there a 5-up save that would go to a 4-up and then -3?
Oh, you're in. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
I was shooting it. I thought you meant these guys. How many was it?
3. So she killed. They're flat 2 each. So she killed the squad.
3. How many went through?
3.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were shooting into the Sentinel, man, for whatever reason.
I was originally going to, but then I changed.
I got you.
Because the minus is better there.
Yep.
The Hive Guard are going to shoot the Sentinel.
All right. Hive Guard.
Yep. He did the effect.
We got the effect.
And then, so this is 2s. A couple of 1s, but should be okay. And then we've got 3s to wound. So you've got 3, 6, 7 at -2.
7 and -2.
Yep.
So 5s. Damage.
D3 each. How many was that?
That was all you gotta do is roll 1.
So it's 5. Just don't roll all 1s.
Just roll all 1s.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Oops.
Oh, he blows up.
It did touch my hand. I'm not sure how you want to. I'm not sure how you want to rule that.
Dude, we're gonna rule it as because
It blows up? Okay.
3 inches. I might be in range as well.
Oh yeah, you'll probably get him.
I'm not
You
in
get my
range.
guy too.
Yeah, you barely. No, actually, you're. I gotta check something.
Right? Yeah, I think it's.
All right, so he did blow up. It is 3 inches. Took 1 more to wound,
Another dice.
and then
Yeah.
Charges?
I have one more.
or 1 more shooting.
Yeah, he's gonna fire. Actually, I have 2 more.
Okay.
Heavy venom cannon from him into the guardsman. So
Like,
you can see it really. For 2 shots. Both hit, and then 2s. 2 die.
-3.
-2. Oh, yeah, you're in cover. Yeah, -2. So you would get 6. You would get 6.
Oh, like one guy dies. Or one guy lives.
One guy's,
like it.
I'm sorry. So the last card effects, number of shots, the venom cannon. It's I think this guy's the one that's hitting on 2s. I don't remember. It was called. I don't remember. So
I don't remember what you.
And that misses. Okay, and then we have the Death Spitters. And 2s. So you've got 4 at -4 at -1.
That's this guy right here, right?
The Carnifex, yeah.
Shooting at these guys.
Yes.
Just want to make sure 4 at -1.
Yep.
So I only have 1 guy in cover. So I'm not going to take it on that guy because it's my sergeant and I need him. So 6s. So 3 guys die. Oh, it isn't my sergeant. I gotta take him anyway because I don't gotta stay in coherency. All right.
And that no charges, so that will be turn. So I will get all 3 of these.
Okay. One of them happens on my turn. I gotta stay within 3 inches. At the end of your turn, not that one, the stronghold one.
Defend stronghold. The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So you have a chance to try to get to my backup turn.
Right. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But.
So I get 10 for now.
All right. So. All right, guys. This is the Catachan's last stand. We're thinking. So with the cards, since this is our first game, we wanted to play through the cards and see if I can continue to score. So we have no retreat, no surrender, which actually scored last turn.
Yeah. So draw another card. Then.
Gotta draw another card. And it's behind enemy lines. Oh, now I get it, dude. After all my deep strike came out. So,
well, Dave, you play with Ratling, so you're the real winner here.
Yeah, exactly. So I already investigated sites. I drew that originally. I spent my CP, got rid of it. And behind enemy lines, if I get 2 or more units behind enemy lines, then I score that objective. Deploy teleport homers, which is going to be something I have to do in my opponent's deployment zone. So both of these units here, I could have gotten earlier in the game, but I didn't and scored them. So I'm going to raise banners.
You can discard one, though.
I did already.
Oh, you did already?
I did already, yeah. At the end of my turn, I can discard one.
So I get CP?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so I'm going to put the banner. So here's how banners, we're playing this. Whether or not we're playing it right or not is up to, I guess, you guys. But in this raise banners, it does not say that you have to perform this action. All it says is you have to hold the objective, and I do hold this objective. It says nothing about the enemies on the objective, and since we're not playing GT mission, it doesn't matter what that says. It just matters what the card says. So I'm going to put banners up on this objective for 5 points for that one. And then, because I'm going to hold that to the end of my turn, I moved my Ratlings out again so they can take some shots at those warriors. And then once they do, I'll jump them back in here until the Hive Guard kill them next round. And then, so I've just moved my Commissar over this way. And Harker's just standing up here. Just going to take some shots now and just start firing down. In a blaze of glory, I have 1 more missile from my Manticore. And so just kept those guys here. I did score 8 points in the beginning of my turn for that. So let's just go into shooting. So we got, we'll start with Harker taking his shots into this guy right here. So he's going to be hitting on 3 or 4s because they're -1 to hit, right?
Yeah, the Carnifex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I already selected it.
You can change it.
Well, I rolled 2 4. I rolled 2 and a 4. So I'm going to shoot into this guy instead. I only hit one time. Because the other one were 2s. So any wounds. So it's going to be -2, 1 damage.
Alright, so I'm in cover, so it would be a 3 up, but -2 puts me to a 5. He's got 1 wound left, so he dies.
Alright, so that kills that guy. They're going out in a blaze of glory. Let's show you what these guys look like. This is what he sees.
A lot of big bugs getting real close.
Looking down where Harker's looking at. Alright. These are just... There we go. There we go. That's what Harker's seeing. Okay.
Big machine gun. Right?
Exactly. Alright. Manticore is going to go into... we'll just try killing this thing. So Manticore, last rounds of fire into this. Everything into them. Heavy bolters and everything. So we'll start with my heavy bolters first. Hitting on 4s. They all hit. Wounding on 5s. 2 at -1.
That'll be 4s. Oh, this is the heavy bolters.
Yeah, the heavy bolters.
We're good.
Good. All right. So D6 shot, 2d6 shots. So Catachan reroll that one for 7 as well. All right. Hitting on 4s. Oh man, whiffed.
That's so.
That was
I'm
whiffed.
sorry,
Such
Dave.
and at least it wounds.
It's a 5 up. Okay.
2 damage because he reduced it.
I feel no pains.
There you go. Takes 1.
Oh man, your guard have not been hitting the target today.
Dude, it just is. This is how it is, man. Last time you played Mortarion, man, you felt the pain.
It's just they're just so lacking compared to like any sort of modern book.
So we're gonna go with we're gonna have my mortars. Dude, what the heck? We'll they're gonna be -1 to hit there. 48 inches.
Just for out of spite and vengeance, you can try to kill the.
Yeah, really. That's exactly what I was trying to measure over. All right, this is my last guy. I still can't reach him.
Oh, I can't reach him. I can move him closer.
No, dude, I'm gonna go over the hive guard.
You go for the hive guard.
Yeah. Just because this guy. So I'm hitting on 2. All right, so we got
the hive guard would be -1.
Yeah, so we got that was bad anyway. All right, so hitting on 5s. All you guard players are feeling me right now. Nothing. All right, so my ratlings shooting into these guys here, hitting on 4s.
That was good.
Yeah, and then wounding on 4s. Just 1, no minus.
4.
Takes the damage.
Takes.
And then they tuck back in here. All right. So that did it my turn. I did not score anything besides banners. So I've got that 5. I'm gonna get rid of behind enemy lines, and we'll see if I have anything left on the table next round. All right, you want to draw your cards?
Yeah. So I did score the defense stronghold now.
Yep.
So we got 5 more. We're gonna have behind enemy lines, which I probably still won't this turn.
Actually, you'll score that at the end of my turn. So you
Okay.
did score it. So you get to pick 3 of them.
Okay. Attempting target. Let's see. When the secondary mission is generated, your opponent must identify 1 objective marker in no man's land. The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control it. So I control both, so I just get that.
Yep. Which one was that? That was these.
Yeah. So you would pick one, and you say you have to hold that one, but like I hold both.
Yeah. You hold all 3 of them.
Yeah. Battlefield supremacy. Okay, if you have 1 or 2 units remaining in your army. Oh, if I control 3 or more objective markers.
So,
Yeah.
so it seems like you got that one pretty good.
Yeah.
So you got all 4 of them? Or all 3 of them?
Behind enemy lines, I guess I should have, before I moved, I should have looked at that. I could
Yeah.
just move him up there.
Okay, you're in my deployment zone?
Yep.
All right.
I think I should be able to...
1 or 2 units.
Oh. 2 or more, yes. I won't be able to get that, actually.
Okay.
But I don't want to move him because I want the double fire.
Right.
So, it's fine.
It's not like
Yeah.
I got a lot left.
Right, I think I should be able to take away this turn.
Yeah, dude, if you don't.
Yeah, we got problems.
If you don't, I'm considering it a win. It's automatic forfeit.
Automatic I'll agree.
if you don't table me this game, this turn, you automatically lose the game.
I agree. Well, in that case, I think I still have range with this guy anyway.
Move him up, man.
I got range and you're touching, so I can see you.
You could say, that's right, I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm just gonna skip my sidekick because I don't think it literally matters.
No, it doesn't matter. If they're all defensive buffs, it does not matter.
They're gonna kill the rat. You want me to roll it? Or
No, wait, the Hive Guard?
Hive Guard here.
Killing the Ratlings.
This guy, the only thing he can.
They're only toughness 1 or something.
Are they really?
Yeah.
This guy here is gonna blow away.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say.
Because he's gonna double tap.
Yeah. This guy, he's gonna fire his flamer. I didn't move him, so his flamers are both going into the Manticore.
Okay.
And the first activation, at least, of the Stinger salvos is going into those.
Okay. Roll that out.
Yeah. All right.
Gotta make you roll some dice this turn.
All right. So I can't just say all your stuff dies.
Exactly. Just point. That unit's gone. That unit's gone.
Flamers into the Manticore. 6. We'll keep that. Kurt.
I think it's 7 or something.
Is it 6 or 7? It does matter.
It's 7. It's
sure?
not. It's not 6. I know for sure. It's 7.
I think the basilisks are 6.
All right.
Dave's right. They're 7. So this will be 4s. So you've got 3 at -1.
3 at -1.
Yep.
4. 4 up.
Are they a 3?
Oh, 3 up there. I'll have to look. Either way, let's see.
They'll make a difference for the 4.
It will make. They're 3 up.
Okay, so 2 go through. 2d3. So that will be 5.
All right. And he's down to 6 because they have 11 wounds.
Okay. You steer salvos into the guardsman. So 3s. Save at -1.
Good. No, they die. 1 dies.
All right.
Take my sergeant because now it's not going to matter.
Second activation, same targets. We'll spend a CP to reroll it.
Figured you would. Did I get it back? No.
4, okay. 4 4s, so you got 3 at -1.
Good.
Ooh, look at that. All right, the Venom Cannon. Oh, sorry, my Stinger salvos into the Guardsman.
They were trying to win on a technicality, man, on a bet.
No, we'll see. We'll see if we can do it. 2 saves in the Guardsman at -1.
6s. They die.
So
you're going to get 2 points on that one, too.
the Venom Cannon from the... from the guy in the back.
This guy
in the back, yeah.
going into Manticore?
Yep, because he touched that window, Dave.
That's good. I'm okay with that.
Window O death. 1 shot. Hits. 3s to wound. No.
Oh.
How many wounds does that thing have?
It's like 3. Yeah, it's just a commissar.
Okay.
Maybe 4. But...
His Venom Cannon into the Manticore.
Okay.
His Death Spitters into the commissar.
So, there. Okay.
All right. Number of shots from the Venom Cannon. 2.
4 wounds. Does it matter?
Nah, that's fine. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -2.
Where's that going?
The Manticore.
2 wounds at -2?
Yep.
So we got 5s? Oh.
Flat 3 each.
Flat.
So that pops
it pops it. And it blows up.
Does he really?
Yeah, so one guy's going to take a wound.
There's the 6.
All right, Manticore blows up.
Okay. Death Spitters into the commissar.
I don't think you're going to be able to kill those mortar guys, man.
I got these 2.
All right, I'm just saying.
We shall see. It'll be 2s. So 2 saves at -1.
2 save at -1?
Yep.
All right, so let's roll to see what. All right, so damage.
It's 1 each.
All right, so she's down to 2.
Okay. So we're gonna do the heavy venom cannon into the Death Spitters first into the those guys there, and then the heavy venom cannon also into the back.
Okay. I got you.
So Death Spitters first.
You did 5 wounds, man.
Okay, solid roll. These will be 2s. So you've got 4 at -1 on the heavy weapons team.
4 6-ups. Nope, so that's going to kill 1. Actually, going to kill 1, and then kill 2 and give 1 a wound.
Okay. And then
Yeah, because you have they're 2 wounds each.
Yep. And the venom cannon's got 3 shots, of course, when it doesn't need it. 2 hits, that was not part of that. And then this will be 2s, and he's dead.
All right.
And then the next guy, everything is going into the commissar.
In the commissar. All right, so at the end of that turn, as everything comes off the board for me, you got all this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the behind
him. So you scored 10.
10, yeah.
But you also took me off this objective, so you scored two on that. All right, guys, we will. That's pretty much going to end the game because I don't have anything else I can do in my command phase. So we'll end the game at round 4, and we'll show the score right now. Guys, you saw the score, or so it's look. I knew going into the match. Michael knew going into the match. Garter in a tough spot. It's probably the worst codex out there, but you know what? It's fun. We wanted to play Maelstrom. We wanted to do the classic matchup of Tyranids versus Guard, and it's not Maelstrom. I'm sorry, Tempest of War. So yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. I was pretty excited about this coming out. But we will hit the recap here in a couple minutes, or we could probably recap it now, Michael, if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel? How do you feel about? We won't talk about the armies because it's not a competitive game, so we don't really care about that. But how do you feel about the Tempest of War cards?
I like it because I played the 8th edition version with like the cards. I forget what they called it.
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. In the 8th edition one, it was like too wild and too wonky.
Right.
It was just pure randomness. And like some of the battlefield effects were just ridiculous. Like it was like not enough of a game, so it wasn't fun. Whereas like this has that random element, but it's still close enough to like the normal mission packs where it's just like the mission with a twist.
Right.
And like it gives you like a little bit of so extra element of luck to maybe balance the scales. I think it's fun.
Yeah, that was a good thing. Like you said, the Maelstrom cards of 8th edition, numbered objectives, which I'm glad are gone. Numbered objectives were bad because you would draw a card and it would be in your enemy's deployment zone, and you'd have a bunch of just castle on top of it, and it just was a tough game to play.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is a great card. And then this is just so far in my first game of playing. The cards just came out today. We're filming this on Saturday. Cards just came out today. I thought it was fun, man. I enjoy this type of game where even though I took a pretty weak army, it was still felt like I can do, even though you saw me models coming off the board.
You had something to try to do every turn.
Exactly.
That you had a legitimate chance to attack, except for the deep strike one at the end.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like you always have that ability. Like I can always have popped if that would have came up and I still had those deep strike units, I'd have been able to pop 10 points.
Right.
With 2 units that would cost maybe 100 points.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not a horrible way to play. It's more, I think it balances out, and at least in our first game playing, where I had not a good thing versus, and Michael didn't bring us a competitive list. He just brought a fun list. I wanted to show some cool models. Like,
and it is Crusher Stampede, but it's the shooting because they're really meant to be up close in your face, like Dimacarans,
right?
Combat kind of stuff. But like, my normal list is more like Hordish, so this is kind of interesting getting to play some of the big bugs for a change.
So why don't these come off the board? Why don't you see these a lot on here? What? These guys here.
Well, because there's a character version that does their job better.
Oh, I got
but he's not painted. So that's why. There's a forgeable character.
No, I mean why? I mean, but why? Because there's a model out there that does it better. Ultimately.
So it's a character that's less than 9 wounds that can't be targeted, basally. And so you just have, because you could target them, your guard just failed at doing their job, and like need to talk to the commissar after this.
Exactly.
But like you could have turn 1 just wiped them off in that first round of shooting. Right. The 5-up invuln from the Crusher Stampede really, really helps.
And especially against guard.
And also guard just -1 is really bad for them.
It is. You're right. But yeah, this was, again, guys, we were playing this game for fun. This is not a competitive game. We're not going to do a competitive recap on this game. We just like to play, play cool models that we enjoy playing. Like, I just painted up my Ratlings, so I'm pretty excited. I keep dropping the camera down.
Probably the first time a Ratling's been on a table in some time.
Ratlings have not been on a table in a long time. But no, Michael, I appreciate you coming by and playing again. Thank you very much.
Always.
Did you have fun?
Game. Oh, of course.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you. And as always, God bless and peace out.